This is a video showing assistive technology in use for people with a visual impairment. It has been developed as part of an EU-funded research project called ENTELIS+, which aims to develop people's digital skills in accessibility so that they can fully participate in the digital society.
Hej, jag heter
My name is Desideria Jungalin. I'm 23 years old. I was born with a severe visual impairment. In my case, it means that the only thing I can see is if it's light or dark, and only with my right eye. Otherwise, I'm blind. I'm a person who writes a lot. For example, I write poetry and I teach others how to write. To do this, I use a totally normal computer with regular writing and email programs. However, I have an assistive technology in my computer which is called screen reader, and which in my case includes speech synthesis. That means a voice that reads aloud for me what is happening on the screen. And then a braille display, which shows me the text on the screen in braille. Here I have a document, and with help of my braille display, I read what I have written myself. But if I want to be faster, I can do the same with speech synthesis instead. I can also add some text where I want to, so speech synthesis can read for me each letter I write. But if there are spaces, it reads them also. If I spell a word wrong, it notifies me. So now I spelt wrong and it sounds like this. So I can delete it, and when it's correct, then it pings to notify me that I've now spelt it correctly. I also use my phone, which also has speech synthesis on it, and is a totally regular smartphone. With it I can, for example, shop for food. To do that I use an app as everyone else. A person with vision can see on the screen how much a carton of milk costs, and I can swipe with my finger on the phone to have it read aloud instead. I also use a lot of talking books. I listen to the book itself with a real human reader, but if I need to use a particular paragraph in the book, or take a whole quote, or a certain side number, then I can pause the reader and I can swipe on the screen to get the speech synthesis to read aloud the part I want to copy. I mean to write off. But then I can also get the speech synthesis to read only one character at a time if I want to know how something is spelt, or one word at a time if I want to read slower to be able to write correctly.
Get in touch by visiting the project website entelisplus.entelis.net or via the Twitter account @entelisnet. The ENTELIS Plus project has been carried out by a consortium of European partners, including Funca, the European University of Cyprus, Atempo, Margarita Vocational Training Centre, the European Association of Service Providers for People with Disabilities, the Association for the Advancement of Assistive Technology in Europe, the Association of European Border Regions, St John of God Community Services, Aish Bologna, and Johannes Kepler University in Linz. The ENTELIS Plus project is co-funded by the Erasmus Plus programme of the European Union. Key Action 3, Support for Policy Reform. This video reflects the views only of the author, and the European Commission cannot be held responsible for any use which may be made of the information contained therein.